How's it going, everyone? I'm Link, and welcome back to another web app episode. This is episode 2 of our No Links Wasted series, and we are on our way to starting our team. Had a little bit of time with EA Access, as in, we've almost finished our 10 hours, and as you can see, we have very few coins. We put a lot of that into the Squad Builder Challenge, and the rest of that into teams. With Squad Builder Challenge, you get a lot of free packs. Not free because you're spending coins on the players that you're discarding or you're trading in for packs, but spend a lot of or get essentially very good packs of rare gold players and other non-rare gold players for very little investment. And then you can use those non-rare players and some of the rare players and in more squad building challenges and get more packs. I've done this and gotten pretty lucky. We're going to do a bit of a squad reveal, and I'm going to show you just what players I've packed and what players I've invested in teams. One thing you may have noticed watching other videos or playing it yourselves, FIFA 17 has a lot of injuries, and this is a first where online FIFA Ultimate Team has forced sub injuries, where your player will go down, they will stay down, and the game will be paused and you will be forced to take them off. With that being said, those injuries are also for much longer periods of time. Injuries after FIFA 16 games, one game, sometimes two games, never that I noticed more than that. Now I've had injuries 3 games, I've had injuries 4 games, I've heard of injuries 5 games. And so having multiple teams is even more crucial because injury cards are very expensive, especially early because there's not that many of them. After playing 15 games, I think 7 in the draft and then 8 qualifying for FUT Champions. I already qualified for the Weekend League and for winning the title in Division 10, so I'm now in Division 9. I have about an hour left of EA Access play, and I've made a good amount of coins that I've put mostly into squad building challenges. I have 3 teams that I will reveal soon, and they are all very fun. They're all almost starter level squads, but with a few lucky pack pulls. And the pack pulls are how I generated the team. So I got a player, I kind of figured how I wanted to play him. I fit him into a team, and then I built no links wasted squads around them. Did that 3 separate occasions, and I've gotten some pretty good teams, and I have some extra pretty good players left over for a 4th team, possibly, or for upgrading other teams. So let's get into the teams that I wanted to show you. Let's go to my squad list. And the first one, the Greasy Cougars, this is the team that I started with originally. I had some pretty good luck at the very beginning. My opening pack had this man right here, Chris Smalling. Very talented defender, and obviously had to build a fun team around him. I also packed Carcelo Gonzalez, pretty quick, 85 pace, 72 shooting. Let's go into some player details, though. Carcelo Gonzalez, 2 goals in 3 games, played pretty well. I'll have highlights in another YouTube video of all of these players. But then, that's a sneak preview at one of the other teams. We got Lichtsteiner. That was a purchase, though. That wasn't a pack. But we needed some strong defenders in another team. First owner, Carcelo Gonzalez, followed by a purchased Angel Correa. Pretty cheap, too. I'm pretty sure he's much higher priced than that now. Followed by Hernan Perez. Hasn't scored for me, but he feels very quick. They don't list assists. I believe he has at least 1, if not 2 or more. Probably drawn a few pens, too. I have it all in the highlights. We're going this way. Midfield, Rafinha, first owner. 2 goals in 3 games. Plays very strong. 63 Fizz seems very low. And his height, 174 centimeters, is, I think, 5'10", but he plays bigger than that. And Sergio Roberto with his Fizz dominates the center mid spot. Very, very good player. First owner. It says games played 0, but I had another one that I had purchased, and then I packed this one recently. So I just flipped him in, so I had the loyalty right away. He plays great. And then I just packed Benyat. I haven't tried him. I would like to try him. I have about an hour left of the access, so we'll probably get one game in it with him. But not sure. How do I clear that? Perfect. I bought Marcus Rojo. I had a chance to buy him earlier for fewer coins, but I already had Ben Davies at left back, and I had Kevin Vimmer from an earlier pack. So I've played with this team when Marcos Rojo was in it, but he did not start in this team originally. And Nicholas Otamendi, first owner. Haven't played with him. Want to play with him, but he is an untradeable. I got him in an untradeable pack, which I was stoked about. That's such a good pull. And the other center back, Chris Smalling, first owner. This one is tradable. He went for around 15K when I first got him, and I didn't want to sell him. The prices are pretty much going to go up. I'm looking forward to that. Chris Smalling's a beast in the back. And then Kyle Naughton, I just bought him, but I had just traded in another card in a squad building challenge. So this is my second time owning him. He was the cheapest right back available. Still fairly quick with 75 pace, and he plays fine for how I need him to. And Simon Mignolet, he has a long throw, plays well, concedes a few goals here and there. Like, not talented, like I need an upgrade, but not anytime soon. So that is the end of the first team, and you can kind of see a sneak preview of the bench. I'm not going to show it though. You saw my right back, but we'll get into the second team now. I always like doing this. Greasy Cougars, and then the Creasy Cougars is always my second team, and then my third team is Cougars Creasy. I always do around that, and then my following ones are all flipping the bench. So like Greasy Cougars had this team on the bench, the Creasy Cougars on the bench, and then Too Greasy would have this team on the bench, my third team on the bench, just so I can always cycle fitness, and if injuries happen, I already have them prepared, so I don't cycle squads each time. This second team here, False 9, you'll see one pack luck that is out of this world. Bam! Antoine fucking Griezmann. Get in the club, mate. We'll highlight you right away. It's a fun team. Antoine Griezmann, 2 goals in 3 games. He got super injured one time in like the 30th minute. Had to pull him out. 3-game injury right off the top. It was brutal. Absolutely painful. Followed it up with Hesse, Biabiani, Asensio, Casemiro. I had Asensio, Hesse, and Biabiani. Biabiani is untradeable. Had all 3 of them, and I was like, let's make a team around them. Asensio worked perfectly with a link. I bought Casemiro because I needed Maxwell and Casemiro to have a Brazilian here, because I needed links to this player, and this player. And Bonucci, another 80s high-rated 87 defender, also first owner. First owner right there. Even scored a goal for me. He's a beast on corners. He's so big. Steven Nzonzi also plays out of his mind. These two defenders, 84 Fizz and 87 Fizz, they're defensive midfielders, but they both come forward plenty, and they always win the ball back in the midfield. That's something that I really, really suggest you guys build teams around. Strength in the midfield. Asensio's not that big and not that strong, but these two guys can do it all. They do plenty. I like the pace up top, but not necessarily to abuse it, just to make good off-ball runs. I don't sprint with pace with dribbling. I often do off-ball movement. Moving back to the back, Castan, great linker. Didn't want to spend on Miranda. I didn't have the coins. And it works. Castan has great stats. 80 defending, 78 Fizz, 76 Fizz, and he's strong. And he links perfectly with Bonucci, who plays great. And we snuck in Lichtsteiner here. Could have gone Abate, but you'll see why I didn't get Abate in the next squad. There's another hint for you guys. We'll jump into the last team, as this is my newest team. I've only played a couple games with them, as the injuries started piling up. I had an injured player here and 200 players here. So I was like, I guess I just might as well make a third team. So I was planning on it anyway. And I had some good players that I packed that I wanted to try out. So 4-3-1-2. I like playing possession. We'll see who's in it. And not as showcased as you will, but Mario Götze is the man of the show. He has scored 3 goals in 3 games, and one of them was a late sub to come on for someone else in another game. So he's really scored 3 in 2, and he plays really, really well. Volland up top, 2 goals in 2 games, plays fine. Klaas-Jan Huntelaar, always wonderful, 3 goals in 2 games. If you guys have heard me talk about Klaas-Jan Huntelaar on stream, you'll know that I love the guy. Out of nowhere, 4-star weak foot, he plays really, really well. 82 shooting, 73 fizz, and he's big. And it's 4-star weak foot. 4-star weak foot is the key there. And then we could have gone with a lot of different directions, but I really, really liked the Belgian Pro League because of the cheap options. He was discard value, he was discard value, he was discard value. And if you look at him, Bodge, 74 pace, 84 fizz, 72 defending, and the silver left back out of nowhere. I bought him for 350 coins. I don't know how many there are on the market right now, but he's like 6 foot tall, 350 coins, and he has 84 fizz, 72 defending, and 73 pace. He's such a monster. Steal of I bought him first, knowing that the rest of the team would be cheap, and I got him for the cheapest. And I was like, I'm doing this team. It's perfect. Belgian link, Pro League link to Vermaelen. Vermaelen got the Strootman link, and Abate snuck into this team. All of these are 100 chem. You can't really see it with my overlay. All of them are 100 chem. All of them are no links wasted. They're all really, really fun teams. And now I'm going to show you a sneak preview of the rest of my players in the club, excluding the lone players. The lone players might stack up here. A lot of lone players, 6 games of Suarez. I had 2 different 3 lone Suarez cards. Then we've got Hazard for 5, Royce for 5. These are all going to be used eventually, but I don't know when. I'm going to build teams around them, hopefully, when I have a lot of coins. But I like saving them anyway because they just take up space, but not in a bad way. Give me a lot of options. Then, coming down the line, obviously Griezmann, Bonucci, Small, and Götze. Lichtsteiner was purchased. Mertesacker, I've packed him twice now. Traded him in a squad building challenge because I hate him. 27 paces, so slow. Rodriguez was in a pack, very good defender. Maybe we'll use him soon. Motto was also in a pack. We'll use him soon. Viviano in a pack. We've got some Serie A, some Italian hybrid action. Benyat was packed. Jagielka was packed. All these players were mostly packed because I don't buy players that I'm not going to use. Then we sneak into the 81 rated Kingsley Coman. I am excited to play with this card. Then we get Fernando Torres, also exciting. Buffal, the 5-star skiller. That could sneak into a team. Moroccan. Maybe we get some Moroccan hybrids in here. Not just Southampton and Prem hybrids. We'll try to sneak Moroccans into the team. Got some fun ideas with that. And then we have the strong link Ta and Wendell down here. And we also just recently got John Brooks, so we might be able to sneak an American MLS hybrid in there. Because I don't want to sell any of my teams, by the way. I want to keep them all, just to A, have them all, but B, also have all of the players to do more squad building challenges. And if it comes to it, I'll have to sell Griezmann. Griezmann would be the only card I plan on selling, because while his price is still going up, I want to play with him. But then as his price starts to level off, I don't really need that much invested into one player. So I will drop it down. I will sell him and then spread those coins out into very good teams. Because he's going for 160k right now, and he's going for that. So I'll probably end up selling him fairly shortly after his price settles and make some very, very good teams with it. Or put them all into the very highest level squad building challenges. And once we make all of those, then we'll have some sick cards like that new Jonas and the new Giovinco that we can fit into teams, which would be so much fun. So with that, that's all of my rare players. We even got this Dembele here. um, and Baruma are fun. Very quick players. But that is coming to the end of the club. I will wrap the video up there. I hope you guys like the team. Little sneak preview of teams that will be built later. And if you guys have any suggestions of any of the players that you did see, maybe even in the non-rares that you're scrolling through that you really highly rate, please let me know. I always like squad suggestions, and I always like trying to build teams around players that you guys want to see. So let me know what you guys think. This is my video. I'm Link. So long for now.